Okay, Putin moves south, struggle for the Eurasian heartland again. Gonna try another version of combat here, but back to JTF Marine here in the mountains there, Kyrgyzstan. It's the Russian action. And so this will be this is a multi-unit attack, and I think it's going to be one for the 2 hyperwar units and one for the non-hyperwar unit for a total of 2 action points. If some attacking units are hyperwar and some are not, expend 1 action point for all hyperwar units and 1 AP for each non-hyperwar unit. So that's what it is. So it's 1 and 2, but it's a 3-unit attack. So the coalition AP goes from a 5 down to 3. No, backwards. That's the Russian. Goes from 10 down to 8. Alright, so in order, we declared our attack, we paid for it. Defending hex again is this one. It's a rough hex. The attacking units, the 3 Russian units here. So we got this Combined Arms Corps, this Airborne Corps Task Force, and the Combined Arms Corps Task Force. The odds, 9, 13 to 3 is 4 to 1. Base odds. Okay, now we do column shifts, close air support first. So the attacking Russians are going to commit 3 tactical air units for 3 column shifts. Goes up to the max 7 to 1. The NATO side has only 1 5th gen fighter unit, which it will not. No, it's not going to waste here. Alright, so then we go to SF support. Again, this would be done by each player in secret. The Russians are going to stay where they are. The NATO player only has the SAS unit. It would be worth 2 column shifts. Let's see. Yeah, they are actually going to commit it. So that's worth 2 column shifts to the defenders' favors. That's down to 5 to 1 for the attackers. Russian side. Oh, they roll a 1. That is a DE. Result, defender eliminated. All defending ground units are eliminated. If a DE leaves a defended hex empty, the attacker may advance after combat. Why would that not be? When would that not be the case? Alright, so JTF Marine is gone. We have another unit permanently eliminated. I'm thinking that's the 3rd ground unit permanently eliminated so far. Alright, so Russian air units go back to the reinforcement area. The SAS unit, we roll. This is how many turns forward until it's available again. Ooh, 5 turns. That's not good. So we are in turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not available until turn 9. Almost the end of the game. Almost the end of the game. Okay, so attacker may advance after combat. Not sure I've talked about advance after combat yet. If an attack clears the defending hex of all enemy units, you may occupy the cleared hex with one of your involved attacking ground units. Such advances aren't mandatory, but they must be conducted immediately. Defenders never advance after combat. It's not an action, does not require expenditure of movement points, may be into or through EZOCs, enemy zones of control. Okay, so the Russians have now cleared that area. So let's see. Yeah. All right. I'll advance that unit OG 100. Operational Group 100. You know what? I forgot terrain. I forgot terrain and concentric attack. This would have been concentric attack. So I am going to review these. I'm not going to skip over this. So let's put the reduced JTF Marine back. Okay, there is no rough terrain, doesn't give any column shift by itself. Complex terrain units doesn't apply here. Okay, so concentric attack. Okay, that would not have changed the result. Okay, I want to talk about concentric attack first though. It looks like it's not going to change the result, so I'll leave it. Concentric attack. When you attack a defended hex through 2 diametrically opposite hex sides, so that is these two. Or when you do so from 3 hexes with an uninvolved hex between each of your attack hexes. Or when you do so from more than 3 hexes, you have achieved concentricity. Concentric attacks receive a 1-column attacker's shift advantage. Okay, so that would have gone up to 6 to 1, but a roll of 1 on 6 to 1 columns is still a DE. Alright, so that would not have changed. So we advanced, took care of recycling all of our units. Now see, in tactical terms, I think these attacks, I'm still thinking these attacks should be reserved for objectives. Places that are worth victory points. Now, we did eliminate a unit, so JTF Marine there. Each eliminated enemy ground combat unit is worth 1 victory point. So actually, I guess this was worth 1 victory. This wound up being worth 1 victory point. But that's the difference, because it's not that unusual. Like Bishket here, this is worth 2 victory points. 1 for being a capital, and 1 for being a major military base. So yeah. So that's worth 2. So while eliminating JTF Marine, it should be worth it, as obviously the NATO player can't defend or attack with this unit anymore, obviously. Still seems like attack should really be focused on the physical objectives.